Hello, today I'll be talking about the Rocky movie. As we know, Rocky, it's told that it's just a boxing movie, but it's more than that. It's a reflection of racial and political tensions in the 1970s of America. And this analysis of Rocky sequels, Matthew Jackson argues that these films represent what he calls the cinema of white grievance. What does he mean that? And how does it relate to major Supreme Court case? Also talking about Matthew Fry Jackson. When he argues about the Rocky sequels, he is reversing traditional racial power dynamics in American society. Instead of portraying Black American as disadvantaged and struggling against system barriers. The film positions Rocky Balboa as a working class white man, as the underdog facing economic hardship, while Apollo Creed, a wealthy and successful black champion, represents the privileged elite. Jackson suggests that Rocky's struggles, his poverty, lack of education, and desperate attempts to succeed a mirror of the anxieties of many white men in the 1970s who felt left behind by social and economic changes. This was a period when affirmative action and civil rights advancements were reshaping access to job, education, and political power, leading some white Americans to perceive themselves as the new disadvantaged group. In the meanwhile, Apollo Creed is not the only that raging heavyweight champion, but also wealthy, charismatic, and political savvy. His character embodies success, confidence, and power. That contrasts sharply with Rocky's humble and struggling person. In Jacob's view, this reversal of roles reinforces a narrative that suggests the Black Americans have gained an unfair advantage in society while the working class white, like Rocky, must fight against the odds to reclaim their place. This portrayal aligns with the broader themes of white grievance in American politics, where policies like affirmative action were framed by critics as giving minorities an unfair boost at the expense of struggling white individuals. Jackson argues that the Rocky sequels reflect this. He reflects the anxiety of turning racial narratives on their head by representing a white protagonist who must battle against an ascendant black opponent who symbolized the supposed privilege of the era. Matthew also argues that Rocky Balboa is a victim of the economic struggle, mm, which means that he was just a one more victim that wasn't supposed to be going through all that. He takes on manual jobs such as working in meat packing factory and faces employment and facing his blue collar roots and financial instability. This deception resonates with the fears of many working class white Americans of the time who felt economically displaced by social shifts, including affirmative action policies and industrial decline. By making Rocky the sympathetic underdog who must overcome systemic disadvantage, this film suggests that white Americans, not black Americans, are the ones struggling an unfair system. In contrast, Apollo Creed is despised as a wealthy and confident champion who enjoy all the luxury of access, fame, fortune, and political influence. He is a model after Muhammad Ali, known for his bash personality and media presence. This means that Jacob used this to argue that the construct reinforced the idea of the black American have gained an unfair advantage in society. Apollo's wealth and success make him appear as part of an elite ruling class, reserving traditional racial power dynamics, as we know that was before. These framings support the idea that white individuals, like Rocky, are now the ones left behind and must fight to reclaim their status. Through this characterizations. Jacobson suggests that Rocky is not just a sport movie, but a reflection of the racial and political anxieties of the 1970s, particularly among white audiences who felt economically and socially marginalized. In my opinion, I disagree with Jacobson's suggestions because Rocky, even though he was a white American man, he was already getting all the hate they once gave to the black people. So all that he's living as an American white man, it's something that a kid, a woman, or a man have lived before when they were in their position. And now seeing it from another perspective, it's pretty obvious that it doesn't feel the same being you the one that is on the spot instead of them. So I don't agree with Jacobson suggests that Rocky struggled with poverty or that he was just a victim of the situation. That's that's not true. So thank you so much for hearing me and thank you.